Hey kids, I'm back with a video on how to protect yourself because the internet is scarier than you think. How so? What am I talking about? Well, you don't know it, but people are trying to lie to you all the time in ways you don't even know how to recognize. When people are lying to you and they don't know they're lying to you because they believe what they're saying, that's what we call misinformation. But when people are lying to you on purpose because they want you to believe something untrue, that's what we call disinformation, and that can get really scary. Let's look at an example. This is a tweet. You'll see it, thousands of these a day. Look at it. It has 6.7 million views. This guy has a blue check mark on Twitter. Surely it's reliable, right? Well, let's look at what he's saying. He says Japan does not fluoridate their water, and they don't give the Hep B vaccine to babies on their first day of life. And the rest of this is just they live longer and that we have to look at our healthcare system and that it is a scientific imperative. Well, that seems all good and dandy, right? We should stop fluoridating our water and stop vaccinating babies, and we'll live another 10 years. Let's look at it a little closer. Context is so important when you're looking at information online. This first line, he says Japan does not fluoridate their water, is not the same as their water doesn't have fluoridation. When your mom asks you, would you like some pepper with that? That doesn't mean there's no pepper in your food. It just means, would you like to add more pepper into that? In that second line, he only states that they don't give vaccines to babies on the first day. That means you could vaccinate them on the second day, the third day, a month later, and it still counts. That doesn't mean they don't vaccinate their babies. It's just a very specific scenario. You see how he can almost trick you into believing something that's not true by twisting his words? And lastly, he tries to appeal to authority. What does that mean? Well, he says we have to follow science. It's a scientific imperative. Someone who tries to appeal to authority rather than to the facts isn't often telling you the whole truth. Who is this person? Who is Callie Means? Well, let's look. He went to Harvard Business School, not in health or food or nutrition like he's claiming to be an expert on, and he's the leader of a company called TrueMed that sells nutrition, food, health equipment. So why is he lying to us? Well, money. Money is a big thing. He owns a company that sells equipment. So if he can convince you that he's an expert, he can sell you what he wants to sell you. So always be careful of people who want to sell you something. And if you or anyone else who sees the tweet, like the general public or people into food, nutrition, health, believe him, what can happen? Well, lies are bad, right? Why are they bad? Because they hurt people. If you believe him, you're going to end up buying his equipment for no reason. You're going to stop fluoridating the water, and then you're going to get cavities and go back to the scary dentist. And if you don't get your vaccinations, you're going to get sick. Right? So we don't want any of that to happen. So who can you trust? It's really hard to say. I would love to tell you. You can trust your parents, your teachers, YouTube, journalists, but no one is an expert at everything. Always try to do your own research, look for the facts, look for the research, and see what is the actual truth. Alright kids, good luck, and I hope you stay safe out there.